Welcome back to Zielonka, everybody, episode 15. So on this episode, we're just going to get these parsnips finished up here, and then we'll start tackling those red beets so we can get this harvester returned. It's costing us a pretty penny to keep this thing running. It's a shame here on the end that we're missing all that, but I'm going to try a trick once and see if we can get it picked up. Obviously, we could run our single row picker, if you will. Oop, what is he doing here now? Sometimes they randomly stop, which is weird because they think that they're at the end and then they're not. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. It happened once before. So we'll just start him again here. I don't know why it does that. Start getting towards the end of these rows, they get a little goofy. We're gonna have to actually go the other way with this. So I'm gonna run into that shed. But I did try swapping this tractor, the Zader, with this one, the Fiat, to see if they would be able to come back. In the previous episode, we got the drivers dumping these, and then we just pick them up in the field, and makes for a very nice... Well, that's weird. It's not finishing the last. Makes for a very nice, efficient workflow, so we can keep the harvester running. Oh, looks like he's done. Let's see, we're gonna have to get that on the other end. We'll get this filled up. But yeah, it makes for a very nice, efficient flow. Keeps the guys running back and forth. We can keep the harvester going, which is very nice. So I think, back to what I was saying earlier, with that wagon, it actually ends up being that wagon, the four-wheel one there on the blue New Holland, actually works a lot better for the workers to turn around. For whatever reason, they can't figure out how to turn around with that trailer there, which is really weird. Maybe once we get the soup factory, it'll work out better and they can dump down there as well. Let's see here. So what I want to do, I think we can we hire a worker here? Or are they going to want to back up? Let's get into position. Let's see if that works. If not... Excellent. So what we could do is we could just get the harvester backed up and then hire a worker on the last little piece, or I was thinking we could hook two trailers and then we can do it ourselves and just have to keep moving the trailer, which might be a bit of a pain. It might be easier just to hire the worker for the last little chunks there. Alright, we'll just get this one to dump. Again, with this trailer, he's not going to be able to come back, unfortunately. So we can easily create job. And then we'll have him go do that. Oh, that bale trailer is going to be in the way. I don't know why they don't think that that's the road there. They gotta swing up by the house and then they go back down. It's really weird. Anyway, let's fire this up. We got the other trailer down there. It would be nice to just run diagonal. Maybe we'll, yeah, that's tough. Yep, I've just been informed that our worker's jammed over there. How much do we get per one of these? $5.86. So 1, 2, 3, you get about 3,100 liters. This is going to be tedious. Let's try that double trailer thing once. We'll have to use the Fiat for that. I don't know if this is the right idea or not, but it's worth a shot. You don't know until you try. Okay, so with a little luck here, what we'll do, this might be kind of hard to get right to. Something like this. I don't know how far that chute's gonna stick out there too. We're gonna lose a little bit here, I think. By the time we get over here, I'm hoping we'll start filling these up. And we can drive slower. Might as well stop, I guess. And then we continue to the next trailer. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It does take some time to get everything repositioned where we need it. Alright, just get the last little bit here. I think we'll call it good right there. That's kind of ridiculous doing it that way, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll get these dumped. I think we might do the same thing with our red beets. Get an assembly going. For the shuttle drivers, I guess. Shuttle this back and forth. Get it set up here. I guess what we could probably do is get that New Holland to dump. We might as well take the other one ourselves and then we'll have it do this. And then we can send them off whenever we're ready. We don't want to run into them here. So we got 1,300 in that one, and we have 4,000. Yeah, I was about right. About 5,000 extra that was going to get wasted. I didn't like that idea. That could be like a difference between a pallet spawning or not. Alright, here we go as this is dumping. We'll start the next worker to bring this one over. Create job. We're going to have to change our loading position down to... Let's put them right here so they're not in the way. And then we'll start that. Okay. So they should meet us down at the other field. And then we can get this worker started on the red beets. Gonna meet him up here. Excellent. I like these workers when they actually work like they're supposed to. Get another worker started in here. Let's see what happens. Again, it should be one down, one back, and then the row is done, and then we got 4 of those. So this should go fairly quick. Red beets coming on in. They still have the parsnip texture, it looks like, on the belt. They do. So I don't know if that's a bug. Very interesting. Here comes our other tractor. Looks like they dumped already. And waiting for us to pick them up. Just finishing up the last row here. As you can see, the beats have changed, or they used to be parsnips on the belt, and now they're beets. So that was a little, that must have been a bug. Got it figured out. As you can see here though, look at this, I'm directly on the road. You can just follow the road straight. That was great planning when we made this field, huh? Actually, I think this was the end of the original field, so it would have been right no matter what. Get this done and we'll hop in here before he shuts it off, because I think there's a little extra that doesn't come out. There we go. I want to make sure we get it all. Oh, we'll just... Is there a little bit on the end? Let's on-hire him. And we're going to return this machine. It's been very nice. Look at all those moving parts. I do wish it had a hopper on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But it's been very good. I wouldn't even want to do a whole field like we did over there without it. So it's a good thing to have it in the game. So let's go ahead and return that so we don't get charged anymore. Return. Yes. Done. 13,000 vehicle leasing cost. Woo! But we got her done. So we'll just dump this over into our preserve factory. We'll see how the production's doing. And then we'll go from there. This tractor. See, it's really weird that this one doesn't work on a worker. You'd think it would be easier having one of these than the other wagon, but for whatever reason, they don't like it. We could send this one back to the farm. And we'll take care of it later. Hopefully without issue. You know how we like those workers. Let's see if this was on side or back tip. I'm not sure. Ooh, back tip. See, I think it would have been better on the side, because we can go a little bit quicker, but there isn't much left here, so not gonna worry about it. Should get a very good amount of money for this harvest. Here we are, the production red beet. We had 37. Look at all those parsnips. Not many have processed yet, so that's a lot, pretty much what we got off the whole field. Let's start up the red beets as well. And then we'll let those run. I think we do got canola to sell in December. But other than that, I think we were pretty much good to go. And we got to get ready to plant our barley next month. Yeah, we want to put barley in 45, so we could actually go ahead and advance, I think, and then we'll get a worker set off on the disc harrow. I don't know if we're going to need to lime it. We'll have to look at that. For whatever reason, I always like to leave a tractor in front, so we'll leave our New Holland here. We're actually going to need both anyway, because if we're going to disc harrow with one and plant with the other, we're going to have to run both of those tractors anyway. We should maybe think about selling that Zader, I think. It's kinda, it is slow. But I obviously kinda want to replace it with something before we sell it. We can't really afford to buy... Well, we probably could buy another tractor, but... We'll, I think we might just wait. I want to get that shed put up first. How much is that shed, by the way? Even though we don't need it, it'll be the last shed we put up for the series. 110, so yeah, we don't have enough. I'll put that right here. We could do some more landscaping. But if we ever did get that big harvester, it'd be fit perfect into that bin. I call it a bin, but it's a shed. It must be the tin. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance to September. Welcome to September, everybody. We'll put the time back up on 5. We just didn't want to get all those extra charges for that harvester. Let's check the sales before we get started today. Nothing in there yet. We'll keep an eye on it as the day progresses. Do we need lime on this field? Says the pH is okay. I think we should just leave it. We got plenty of lime, but we'll wait until it really needs it. Let's see, and we're going to want to use... We might need another weight. Let's put the disc harrow off on the Fiat. And then we can follow up with the cedar. Let's see, where was the disc harrow? The disc harrow was up in the other shed up there. Oh yeah, I also forgot to check on our chickens. We're probably getting really close. Yeah, they should be fed on this episode. We'll set the worker off and take care of them, so we don't lose out on those eggs. They do help. This is quite heavy. Let's see, now we can't sneak around the back. Let's go around this way. I think the worker should be alright. We shouldn't have to go around the headland. I believe we did it once before. It's a pretty square field, which is not the most realistic thing, but it makes the workers work a little bit better. Ooh, see, now we got bad pH as soon as they disc harrowed, so we're going to have to lime it. We ain't going to let that happen. So we'll let them get on. Let's get these chickens fed. Our wagon's still got some grain in it here, some wheat. Don't want them going hungry on us. I don't know if they'll take this whole thing with a 2,000. No, I don't think they will take it all. It's kind of nice. It doesn't really take... Well, they don't use it up very quickly, and then it lasts a while here, so... And we ain't constantly feeding them. Bam! That's all it took. Look at that. We're going to need this tractor down where our seed room is so we can get our lime loaded up. I think there was a little bit of lime on a pallet yet. There we go. We also need the weight on the back, which is down here as well. I guess there's no rush. We kind of gotta let the disc harrow get ahead because we're gonna take up so much working with that we don't want to lime over the stuff that hasn't been disced up yet. Here's our weight. Excellent. We don't want to be popping a wheelie in the air. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, so I believe in the thrower, yeah, we got fertilizer yet in here. And then we have some lime on this pallet. We could probably go ahead and use the Zader for this, even though it's a little slow. It's right here. Make some use out of it. So because I don't really want to get a partial... See if we can top up... Okay, I think that took the rest of the bag. Yeah, it did. Alright, so then when we dump this out, we don't have all these small bags sitting around. Now can we fill this up from here? I don't know if this will work. Excellent. It did. And another bag. This might be a little heavy. Alright, we have it all filled up. Was it light in the front? There's no weights except for what's there. Oh, we didn't even lift it up yet. I think it's a little heavy, but we can make it work, I think. Actually, I'm here looking at the sales right now, and the Zader is worth $29,000. We go and sell it over at the shop, we should get our top dollar for it. I think we should maybe do that. Should we do that? Say goodbye to the Zader and get Something different? I think it's time. Let's head on over. Now the Zader does have 150 horsepower, so it's going to be kind of hard to let that go. But for how slow it is, the two tractors I'm eyeing up, I'll show you in a second here. We'll probably want to go which one has the most horsepower, and I know it's going to be the newest one. So we'd end up having to wait on that old one. Unfortunately, we might actually get some more money for this when we fix it up here. Repair, yes. Repaint, yes. 41,000. So let's sell that. Excellent. Now we got some extra cash. So yeah, shopping day. So I was looking at this case here, the C series. It goes up to 117 if we max it out, which we're probably not going to want to do that. Or the other one I was looking at was the Hydro. That's 140 horse. I think this is going to be the no-brainer. Again, for the US farmers. And I am from the US, so I kind of want something like that. Front weight, we're going to definitely want as much weight as we could get. So that's another 900, and it's 40,900. That's almost like an even trade, so I think we'll go ahead and go with that. Excellent, check this thing out. Hydro International 1066 Farmall. Let's fire it up. Wow. No cab though. Gonna be cold working in some days, I think, but I did want this one for the playthrough. This was released by Giants not that long ago for an anniversary edition pack. We finally get to use her. Everything, animations look great on it. Even those gauges work there. It's like our worker's getting on fine. He's almost done. We just got one run down, one run back. I was probably going to take another refill though. Like, they go through the line pretty quickly. Hopefully they got enough weight in the front for this thrower. I hope. Oh yeah, easily. Nice. Okay, so we should be able to get this in 2. I think somewhere right in here should do her. Alrighty, here we go, liming away. We're about right on the end here. And hopefully it can get us through the whole field. Nope, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. Didn't even finish the run. Do have plenty of bags here though. Should be able to easily finish the field. We got it dirty already. Fill her right up to the brim. We're gonna need another bag. Our last bag. Maybe we won't have plenty. We'll see how far it goes. We might just have to have a load up day, but I'm hoping we can utilize what we got and just go from there. How we doing? Yeah, it didn't even fill it. That's insane. So, we'll spread what we got. We'll see where it gets us, but we may have to... we may have to go buy some more. Obviously at 63%, I don't think we're going to get all the way down there. Unless we do more overlapping and it doesn't affect our total volume here. Which may be the case. And that's it. Alright, we're gonna have to buy more lime. Okay. So what do we want to buy here? Big bags are the way to go. Let's get some of the other brand fertilizer, change it up a little bit. Let's get 4 of those. And then we're going to get... we're going to need a lot of lime, I think. But let's go with 4 for now. And then seed. Let's get 2 bags of seed. Fertilizer's a little spendy, but otherwise everything else isn't too bad. If we have any extra room on here, maybe we'll fill it up with some other bags, but I think we're going to be cutting her close. With a little persuasion, I had the dealership get us a dual bag lifter. Actually, they have to reimburse us yet. But it's not working the best as you think it would. Because it's always wanting to attach the other bag until I can go higher. Even though I switch to a different attachment, which should be dropping it, it doesn't work until you get out of the area. There we go. It's all good, but I don't know why unless there's something I'm missing. I might have to look that up online and see if I can figure out the trick to that. There we go. But yeah, that was $12.50. So they need to reimburse us for that. $12.50. Because that's all their equipment stays here at the dealership. Alright. Should be alright. Could have went a little bit better, but we got her. Let's get that lime finished. I decided it's best that we remove these seeds off our flatbed so we don't... I guess they probably wouldn't go in the thrower anyway. But what? I guess that doesn't make any difference. They gotta come in here for storage. We'll wait on the fertilizer. I think if I get to the back end of that trailer, we should be able to grab the fertilizer, or excuse me, the lime instead of the fertilizer. Okay, let's give it a shot. Fingers crossed. Excellent. It worked. For how quickly we could go through lime, I wonder if it might be a good idea to have a small trailer and just leave the lime on it. It goes quick, that's for sure. Alright, we got all that. And the last little bit over here. Not much. We'll finish her out. Spin around. Done. As we'll run the extra lime over here. There we go. Gone. And we don't have to have a small pallet. Okay, should we get this on the seeder, get it off on a worker? We wanted to do barley, get that planted. We're gonna need some seed too. We had that seed out. I should have kept it out. No big deal though. Just grab her. Excellent. There we go. All right. There we go. Hire worker. And they are off. How we looking? Perfect. Yeah, we do gotta put fertilizer on. We'll do that on the next episode, I think. We'll get these put away, and then we'll take over for the worker. Well, that was very interesting that International couldn't handle this seeder. Just let me see if the horsepower had anything to do with it. Let's see, this takes 125, and our tractor was 140. Yeah, it was really weird. It's like it was pushing lower into the ground so the back tires wouldn't connect to the ground. It's be the way the 3-point is hooked up on that is kind of different. This one's doing much better. So what I think I'm going to do is finish out here off camera, and then we'll resume on the next episode. I got that fertilizer. I know we're going to need it, so I just left it out. Fertilizer is ready to go, and then we'll get this fertilized, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.